afternoon, everyone. Today we are discussing about an overview of applied linguistics. Here, I am Ashok Sapkota, discussing about what applied linguistics is. Basically, in this video lecture, we'll be discussing about different topics. That is, the first discuss about that we'll be starting with the definitions of what applied linguistics is, ranging with Kohler 1974, Crystal 1985, Stevens 1992, and other different scholars. Then after, we'll be talking about the history of the term. Here the term refers to what applied linguistics is. Then we talk about the scope of applied linguistics. What does it really mean? Then likewise, we discuss about the need of applied linguistics. Then we discuss about the branches of applied linguistics, and we will move further. Now, let's start with some scholarly definitions or scholarly views of what applied linguistics is. Well, Richards et al. 1985 or 2002 defines applied linguistics from two main points. The first is study of second and foreign language learning and teaching. Secondly is the study of language and linguistics in relation to practical problems. Moving further, Kohler 1974 in his book Introducing Applied Linguistics defines applied linguistics is the utilization of knowledge about the nature of language achieved by linguistic research for the improvement of the efficiency of some practical task in which language is a central component. We see here the key terms: utilization of knowledge, nature of language, linguistic research, and improvement of efficiency. So here what we can infer is the Kohler's definition and the Richard et al.'s definition differs in different ranges. And like Richards et al. Focus on the second and foreign language as a narrow view, and secondly they talk about practical problems and they use a relationship of language and linguistics, which is the practical component. And similarly, Kohler 1974 talks about utilization of knowledge about the nature of language achieved by the linguistics. He talks about the utilization of Richards also. Let's move to the next one. Crystal, here I mean David Crystal 1985 or 2010, defines applied linguistics as a branch of linguistics, which or where the primary concern is the application of linguistic theories, methods, and findings to the elucidation of language problems which have arisen in the other field of experience. The new idea Crystal here focuses is like experience. In earlier two definitions we discussed about linguistic theories, we discussed about linguistic research, but Crystal adds one more idea, that is experience, which is real utilization of the ideas. Well, applied linguistics, according to Stevens, is a multidisciplinary approach to the solution of language-related problems. That is, well, applied linguistics carries many ideas from different disciplines. Applied linguistics is not only a single discipline which consists of a single area or discussion. In applied linguistics, we find the area of error analysis, we find the area of or let's say topics to be discussed from psycholinguistics, sociolinguistics, forensic linguistics, even language teaching, second language education, planning. So applied linguistics draws the idea from multiple disciplines. That's why this is a multidisciplinary approach. Well, we have another more definition where Smith and Celsi-Murray 2003 talks about applied linguistics is using what we know about a language, how it is learned, that is process, and how it is used, that's application, in order to achieve some purpose or solve some problems in the real world. So we can see it's about language, it's about the process, it's about the application, which we can talk about. So when we look at this definition, we come to certain concluding point. That is, applied linguistics is the study of second or foreign language learning and teaching. Here I mean applied linguistics not only focuses more on other languages, it also uses some ideas from first language, but the main or the prime focus is on second language and foreign language learning and teaching. Secondly, applied linguistics focuses to investigate some problems related to language learning and teaching. Well, we have real life problems. Every day we encounter some problems related to our life. So applied linguistics focuses on those. And thirdly, applied linguistics helps to find some practical steps to solve some problems. Problems means the problems might arise in the language planning, language teaching, conversation analysis, even use of English or Englishes. Like English in workplace is different from English in classroom. English in law or court is different from other places, and English in office is different from English in other sciences also. There are more definitions which we can discuss, which you can find it from other scholar definitions or the web patrols. Now, let's go to next main concept, which we talk about the views on applied linguistics. Applied linguistics, there are three different views. One is theory-based view, next is problem-based view, next is activity-based view. Applied linguistics is a theory-based discipline. It means applied linguistics is not only consumer of ideas, but it generates ideas also. Right? It's not simply consumer. It's not only taking the ideas from other discipline. It's also generating the ideas. It's interdisciplinary. One branch is related to other. I mean to say, one branch of science is important to develop the other branch of science. It's focused on the principles and framework. Likewise, it's scientific. Here the word scientific means it follows certain research process to derive some data. It starts with the collection of data, analysis of data, findings of data, and then after come to this systematic process. It proves the concept, not only simply abstract concept, but it has some evidences. It is grounded on its own theory. Then after, it has some philosophical basis. Here the word philosophical means how the idea has been linked with theoretical construct or theoretical ideas. Applied linguistics has some connection with theoretical linguistics, methods and principles. It's an independent discipline and it's related to the pure linguistics. That's the first view how applied linguistics is a theory-based discipline. Let's move to next. Applied linguistics is a problem-oriented discipline. Here the word problem-oriented means applied linguistics focuses on difficult situations, confusions, and it tries to find out the possible ways. And here problems, we encounter problems, and the problems are abstraction, complexities, and applied linguistics focuses to simplify those problems. Well, applied linguistics looks on finding the solutions. We apply the ideas and we try to come out by using different solutions. Success means it's a solution. It's where we can work on. It encounters several language problems, issues, and then after and applied linguistics might solve it. It resolves the problems. Even in language teaching, we have different problems. Applied linguistics tries to give the multiple ways to where we can solve the problems. The third view is applied linguistics is activity based. Activity here refers to we don't only focus on theories, but we focus on the practical ideas, context, utilization of multiple ideas. Yeah, as you remember earlier, Crystal was talking about experience. Now we here in activity we blend that experience into reality. Applied linguistics focus on the responses, modification of the concepts, application of theoretical ideas. So applied linguistics is a user of theories based on the context. Applied linguistics helps generate the ideas through experience as well. In the past, when I talk about let's talk about the next topic, that is development of applied linguistics. Applied linguistics in the past based itself on the finding of theoretical linguistics. But when we see this history, applied linguistics, the term is an Anglo-American coinage. It was founded first at the University of Edinburgh School of Applied Linguistics in 1946. Then after at the Center of Applied Linguistics in Washington, D.C. in 1957. Applied linguistics was propagated by those who clearly wanted to be known as scientists, not as humanists. This is a brief history of the term. Well, history here refers to applied linguistics formally began in 1946. In today's world, we are in 2019, right? So we look on how applied linguistics has begun from 19 or developed from 1946 to 2019. And looking at this concept, we can start with three phases, taking the idea from the go. Like in 1950s to 1984, that's the first phase. 1984 to 1990s is the second phase, and 1990 to present is the third phase. So in the first phase, applied linguistics came with the use of language-related matters were relatively straightforward. And the era, applied linguistics is still predominantly an Anglo-American affair. Applied linguistics has been recognized internationally in the first phase, basically in the British and American perspective, where we have American Association of Applied Linguistics AL and British Association of Applied Linguistics BAL still in the existence and popular around the world. Let's talk to second phase. In 1984 to the present second phase, the notion of applied linguistics is a one-way conduct from linguistics to language teaching was challenged by Widdowson in 1984. It means in second phase, the discussion on applied linguistics was heavily done. And even the scholars like Widdowson talk about, is it simply applied linguistics or linguistics applied? The third phase talks from 1990s to present. New surveys became more thick introductions, encyclopedias, anthologies were published. Early on the scene, most wide phase cited in international context. Broomfield, for whom applied linguistics is a real, theoretical and empirical investigation of real-world problems in which language is a central issue. It means applied linguistics was widely used. So, linguistics is essential to applied linguistics, but it is not only discipline that contributes it. So, applied linguistics has multiple links or networks, like it has pragmatics, syntax, semantics, morphology, sociolinguistics, phonology. Now, by the time applied linguistics has broadened itself to make many sciences in the language teaching, like sociology, like logic, like mathematics, computing, statistics, psychology, literature, anthropology, translation, philosophy. So applied linguistics is a multiple resources. So there might be some queries. How languages can be best learned and taught? What social factors might affect language learning? How technology can be used to contribute effectiveness of language teaching and learning? What are the language-related disorders or problems associated with language disorders? And how can this prevent it? These are some of the things which will link applied linguistics with the utilization of knowledge. So when we talk about need of applied linguistics in solving language-related problems, language is a crucial component. People need to investigate, understand the facts of language use, organize it, formally they know subject, knowledge of rational consideration and critical analysis. Only by doing so, people will be able to set out the options for actions and the reasoning behind them. Moving further, even the branches or let's say of applied linguistics can be linked with, like bilingualism and multilingualism, second language acquisition, contrastive analysis, conversation analysis, language pedagogy, language planning and policies, literacies, lexicography, language assessment, discourse analysis, translation, pragmatics, and finally computer mediated. So there are plenty of disciplines which applied linguistics is connected with. Even we have some areas related with applied linguistics like lexicography, translation, language policy, language teaching, call, speech therapy, which are in the particular discussion these days. So when I come to conclusion, in this first lecture series, applied linguistics has become an independent discipline and mature discipline since middle 60s. Applied linguistics that has been definite goal to reach is an interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary nature. It seeks to apply all the language-related problems of foreign language education. It's a process-oriented in the sense, but it interested not only in the product but also in the process of teaching. And these are the basic things that we can talk about.